Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Business and Brews. Today we're actually going to do a Business and Brews because we've got Bruce Cornutt, the CEO of Lyons HR, and the chairman of the board of directors for the 2022 year of Napeo. So Bruce, thanks so much for being here.
Glad
Excited
to be here.
do this, and would love to get started just to kick off. What exactly is a PEO?
In short, just the 30,000 foot view, PEOs are a form of HR outsourcing, a unique form of HR outsourcing that uses the co-employment model. So we partner with our clients to do payroll, tax compliance, benefits administration. We provide benefit programs, workers' compensation, retirement programs. We give HR support, write handbooks, job descriptions, all of the things that, the typical PEO clients, 20, 22 people.
Okay.
Clients usually don't have somebody to do that. We provide companies with a system for employing people where they have 550 or 500. So especially in these times when companies they're staging to grow or planning for growth, we have a system that's replicated every time they hire somebody. And most small employers don't have that. There's an HRIS platform in place so that communication, regardless of whether or not you're down the hall, down the street, or in Montana, it's a system that is duplicated with every single staff member, and it gives small employers a fantastic way to be best-in-class employers, regardless of their size and regardless of their location. And with today's workforce, the great resignation going on, people are saying, no, I'm going to take my toys and I'm going to go to Arizona,
right,
and work for this company in Kentucky. And PEOs allow small companies to be able to do that really, really efficiently.
Right. Do you have any advice, business advice, that you feel like is the best that you've ever received or given that you'd like to share with our viewers?
This is from long ago, and for anybody that's going to see this, a newspaper is this big paper thing that you used to fold out and you got ink on your fingers. I used to work at one, okay? The publisher of that newspaper was a guy named Frank Helderman Jr. And my first day on the job, then the ad director, Wallace Miller, hands me a yellow legal pad and pencil. He says, go out here on Broad Street, walk in every door and ask them if they've got something to sell in the classifieds, and come back when you're finished. Part of that learning and growing experience was Frank called me in his office, and I thought, did I do something good or did I do something bad? And I really didn't know. And I had sold an ad, and really small ad, and he wanted to tell me how proud he was of this little 1-inch ad that was in the newspaper. And I said, I'll get the big ones, I promise. I'll get to it. He said, no, you don't understand. He said, this will also date this, okay? So there's a Kmart reference in what I'm about to say. But there was a drugstore here in town called Graham's, which was well known. Snellgrove's was another here in town. And Frank had a saying that Snellgrove's or Graham's, that's mashed potatoes. Kmart's gravy. And he boiled that down to, if you'll do what's right for the little guys, the big guys will come looking for you, but just do what's right by that guy that's working to feed his family, you'll be fine, son. And that stuck with me since I was 19 years old.
That's great.
And it's 40 years,
Tell us about the background of this company, how long you guys have been in business, anything that you're comfortable sharing there.
Lyons was originally founded in 1995. Bill Lyons, our namesake, was in another job at the time, but it got so successful he had to exit that and get full-time into space. And 2006, 2007, that era, had a client that needed PEO services. So Bill learned how to do it. And in 2010, June of 2010, Lyons acquired a company that I was part of called the Hancock Management Group, which is based here in Gadsden. Bill acquired us June 28th, 2010. And over time, we grew the PEO operation. In about 2018, I think November of 2018, we divested the staffing division to focus solely on the PEO. And we've done several small acquisitions, grown organically a good bit, from originally a little company that had worksite employees in 2 or 3 states, that now we have them in 48 states. And,
wow.
Anxious to add the other 2.
Right.
But it's been a fun ride. It's been a lot of fun to say, you know, he said, "You want to grow a company?" And I said, "Yeah, I think we should." And so we just set sail to, you know, roll up our sleeves and find out what it takes to grow a company and push different buttons. And if that one didn't work, we'd find another one to push. And over time, we've built a company we're proud of. We have plans to continue growth. You know, always looking for opportunity, always recruiting.
Right.
But I'm just really happy to be here.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Business and Brews. We're glad to be here in Gadsden in the Lyons Diner. Had a blast talking to you, Bruce. Thanks so much for doing
I
that.
enjoyed it much.
And,
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.